It's 8 p.m. and here are our top stories in 90 seconds.
Everybody in Colorado is eligible as of tomorrow, Friday.
More than 2 million more Coloradans become eligible for the COVID vaccine in just a matter of hours.
It was a really easy, organized process. I think that's great. I think the more people that can get vaccinated, the better.
But still, some are feeling left behind. We break down what you need to know to make an appointment. The state is getting ready to hand over control of COVID-related restrictions.
We embrace the direction of local control. We've certainly integrated from the very start.
What local jurisdictions are doing to get ready?
I'm working with local elected officials and other public health people across the metro area to say, look, if the governor is stepping back, is it appropriate for us to step up?
There's nothing like the crack of a bat at Coors Field. Today, excited fans were welcomed back to watch the Rockies.
It's been over 500 days since they've had fans in the ballpark.
Came out here today to support the Rockies and kind of just get back to a little bit of normalcy.
Plus, state lawmakers are once again looking at the role of law enforcement in our community.
What we wanted to do was make sure that there was no confusion, that deadly use of force had to be used as a last resort.
And last summer's historic wildfire season threatened this Colorado gem. But now you can take in Hanging Lake's beauty once again. Good Thursday evening, and thank you for watching Denver7 News on Local 3. I'm Jessica Porter. Tomorrow, COVID vaccine eligibility opens up to all Coloradans age 16 and up. Right now, there are 2.5 million Coloradans eligible to receive their shot. And tomorrow, that number jumps by almost double, bringing the statewide total to 4.7 million people eligible. With more than 1 million people fully vaccinated, that leaves 3 million people scrambling to find appointments. Governor Polis says there are plenty of options for you to get a shot.
And different people want to get their vaccine in different ways. Some like their local pharmacy, some like a hospital, some like this drive-through because you literally don't have to get out of your car and you're in and out in 20 minutes.
The governor does warn it could take a few weeks for you to find an appointment. Right now on the denverchannel.com, we have resources available for you to sign up. We also have an article in Spanish. Those vaccination numbers are critical in determining when our state will reduce more restrictions. In a little over 2 weeks, Governor Polis plans to hand over control of those restrictions to local jurisdictions. Denver7's Sloan Dickey spoke to some local health officials on how they plan to handle this new change.
As more Coloradans get vaccinated, the state gets one step closer to ending this pandemic.
We embrace the direction of local control.
Now, Governor Jared Polis says come mid-April, the state will hand over control of COVID-19 restrictions to city and county leaders.
Really, the only types of events that will remain under state guidance will be large-scale events, thousands of people together. Doesn't mean they can't occur. It just means that there need to be thoughtful health guidelines like there are for the Rockies at Coors Field, like there are for other major events.
This means restrictions like mask mandates and capacity limits could be up to your local leaders.
Please keep wearing your mask. Keep social distancing.
But that doesn't mean restrictions in many areas will end anytime soon.
Nothing has really changed in terms of what controls this pandemic the most and what controls the spread of the virus.
Denver's Mayor Michael Hancock responded to the governor's Monday announcement to say they will still follow health guidance from the CDC and local doctors.
Some are already probably beginning to look at the state's timeline and think this means it's open season. Well, we caution against that.
Some counties signaling a plan is still in the works. Officials with Jefferson County telling Denver7 in a statement they're awaiting further guidance from the CDPHE on confirmed next steps. Officials with Douglas County are also waiting for more information from the state.
I worry about relaxation of our prevention capacity too quickly.
But Dr. John Douglas of Tri-County Health, which Douglas County is a part of, says local control too soon could be problematic.
And I do worry that when that consistent framework is ended, we lose some of the consistency that we've been able to rely on.
He says variants and an increase in infection rates can set back the progress made from a year of battling the disease.
I think patchworks are a problem. That I think the ideal approach has in fact been a statewide approach.
But if a statewide approach is not possible, he says a regional one will have to do.
We are making great progress in the metro areas and in the more rural areas. And in none of the areas do I think we can afford to say we're home free.
And that statewide mask mandate is set to expire on April 3rd, but it will likely be renewed once again as we transition to local control. Another area where we'll likely see masks into the foreseeable future is schools. The governor said he doesn't want anything to disrupt that return to in-person learning. Jessica?
Thank you, Sloan. Senator John Hickenlooper stopped by the Malley Senior Center in Inglewood today to greet people giving and getting vaccines. Hickenlooper seemed happy to see the process move along swiftly. He's also confident that something approaching normal is close at hand.
We've got another month or two of mask wearing and make sure everyone gets vaccinated. And then we can start going to the big concerts and jammed restaurants and all the things that make, well, at least for me, because I'm such an extrovert, makes life so exciting.
Across the country, though, COVID cases have risen by 17% in the past 2 weeks. And that's what makes getting vaccinated so important. The first confirmed case of the Brazilian variant was detected in Michigan today. Cases of the UK variant continue to surge. Hospitals say they are seeing a rise in patients that are younger and not vaccinated. We saw a little bit of normalcy return today in downtown Denver. Rockies baseball returned to Coors Field, and the 21,000 fans in attendance could not have been any more excited.
Came out here today to support the Rockies and kind of just get back to a little bit of normalcy.
I love baseball, I love our team, and being here is just amazing right now.
You're always hopeful in the first game of the season. You're hoping maybe things are going to turn around a little bit and see them go like crazy.
And the Rockies got off to a good start, beating the LA Dodgers today 8-5. Denver7 Sports Director Lionel Bienvenu joins us now. Lionel, this is a nice start for a team that doesn't have very high expectations right now.
Boy, you're exactly right. There are a lot of Rockies fans who said they would stay away from Coors Field this season in a boycott, a protest to the trade of Nolan Arenado and other blunders made by owner Dick Monfort and general manager Jeff Bridich. But not today. Not on opening day, okay? This is one of the greatest days of the year in all of sports. And the Rockies, yeah, they came through for us. About 21 grand at Coors Field, cheering on the players from the club seats to the rock pile to the rooftop. Today is special, no matter what the future holds for this team. Protests and boycotts can save that for another day. Bottom of the sixth here, we were tied 4-4. Chris Owings, well, with a base hit, that scored C.J. Crone. Owings, the star of the day. 3 for 3, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored, and 2 stolen bases. That's all. Rockies were leading 5-4. Then some defense. Ground ball up the middle. Owings snagged it, and Trevor on the double play. Terrific. And then the last out. Bases loaded for Mookie Betts. Oh, nail-biting time. But Daniel Bard got him to line out to second. The Rockies came out with a big win. Beat the Dodgers 8-5, and for this day, the Rocks are in first place. And Owings said this is one of the best opening days ever.
This one definitely stood out, you know, especially after how weird of a season it was last year. Just having the flyover and, you know, fans back, it was definitely exciting. You know, you get chills being out there on the line. But, man, it definitely ranks up there for sure.
All right, all in all, a great day for the players and the fans. It was something special. Now the challenge is to bring it like this every single game. Same 2 teams play tomorrow night.
Let's hope they keep this momentum up. Thank you, Lionel. Well, for many restaurants surrounding Coors Field, opening day means a lot more than the start of baseball. It's a boost in business, morale, and the beginning of a new chapter. With thousands of people descending upon Coors Field, many stop by for a bite to eat along the way. For businesses in the area, it was a significant increase in business they hadn't been used to since the start of the pandemic. The owner of Ballpark Vienna Beef says opening day came at just the right time.
I made more in like the first 5 minutes than like all of last week, so yeah, I'm happy, man.
Well, these businesses hope the Rockies continue their winning ways, and even though it was a successful opening day, these businesses still have a long road ahead.
Some officers, though, do not live up to the high standard of their profession, and this bill is about holding those individuals accountable.
New bills could hold Colorado law enforcement officers to a higher standard.
Law enforcement is 100% behind it because of that, because they want to be transparent.
We have a look at what lawmakers want to change.
It was just a perfect day for the Rockies opener today. It gets even better as we head toward the weekend.
And coming up later, changes made to the college admissions process.
Students are far more than any number.
We look at the possibility of getting rid of the SAT and ACT exams.
It only makes our admissions committee think, what could happen if we gave this student the world?